Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Got you guys a second comp game. Got you guys a second comp game that I wanted to post for you guys. So here we got a little Kings Row game. The other game was the last game was super smooth. This game though is gonna be a lot more intense. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, not gonna say anything. Let's get started with the gameplay. So here on our initial push, we're just running. We're running a little dive. We're running kind of like a little dive comp with a McCree for poke damage. Right away though, our Zen just dies right away. Got a decent anti, but yeah, that McCree is kind of he got 2 picks right away. We can't do it. We couldn't do anything about it. Like oh well. At this point, we're just trying to get out of here. Everything's alright though. I'm building a lot of ult charge off it. It's all good. Yeah, that was a great little pull combo they did. They're getting a lot of picks off us right now. But like I said, me and my team at this point, we just mostly want to do this just to get a lot of ult charge. We're dying a lot. I'll tell you this right now. Like they're doing kind of insane amounts of damage. I tried to sleep that McCree, and he pulled that thing so fast. Their Mercy is just damage boosting the crap out of pretty much their DPSs. So at this point, we were like, okay, I have Nano, we can push through this, I'll give it to Winston, and then you go in. So that was basically our game plan. You know, pretty typical. You know, he can jump in, make space for us. Wrecking Ball, I was thinking, please don't die, dude. And here, I was like, alright, Winston, 3, 2, 1, and go. We were down 1, but I think it was okay. We had spawn advantage. Unfortunately, our Winston gets slept super fast. I actually hit a really good anti-nade here, but we could not capitalize on it because we just didn't have the help. We're taking a ton of damage. Our Zen is unfortunately forced to trans over here. I almost got crushed by the goddamn D.Va mech. I should really stop saying that for like I'm not sure that's okay to say. I'm pretty sure it's obviously not. I should stop saying it. I'm sorry. Of course it happens sometimes. But yeah, over here, yeah. So at this point in time, our Hanzo thankfully does do a pretty good call. He basically just kind of he does tell our team to like he does tell our tank lane we need to switch things up, but he kind of snaps at them a little bit. Not in a toxic way though. He is bringing light to the situation that yo, we just keep dying. We need to switch things up. It's clearly not working. We're just like so we decided to change things up. We're running double shield instead. And this turns out to be a really good fix. Unfortunately, that's unfortunate. We lose our McCree. We kept going though, which I didn't like. I didn't like this honestly. We just kept going. I feel like we should have definitely just waited to regroup, but it's all right. Like I said, we have spawn advantage. It's all good. So I just have to keep the tanks alive for a little bit. Sleep on the D.Va. We almost get the D.Va. We almost get the D.Va mech. I give our Nano. I give our Ryan the Nano. Thankfully, our Our Hanzo got a pick, and now Ryan's able to pop off. I don't know what I was doing. My pathing was really weird. That was absolutely he shouldn't have died there. But I don't know what our Hanzo was doing over there. But you know, we were getting picks. There's a McCree behind us. That's all good. We managed to take care of them pretty easily. The Hanzo is actually above us to our right, on top of the balcony, like in that. Yep, right there. I don't know how to describe it, but we finally got point. And around here, actually, it was kind of funny. Our Hanzo was apologizing because he thought he was being toxic, but it was like, no. You made a great call. It's like, oh my, this is scary for me. But, I shouldn't have been here, but oh well. But, yeah, but, you know, it was just being super apologetic, like, I'm sorry for snapping at the tanks, you know, for snapping at our team to try to change things up, but it's all good. His call definitely was definitely a necessary call for us. I used Nano here, even though we were probably already going to win the fight. I wasn't going to take chances. I really just wasn't taking any chances. I wanted to win this point, so I just gave him the Nano. I could build up another one really easily. It's all good. So I decided to. So I told my entire team, go ahead, you guys go push payload. I'll push payload. And yeah, this was like I said, this was a pretty intense game. We're not running exactly the same team comp, but yeah, I'm not gonna say it yet, quite frankly, because I don't want to spoil the rest of the video, because I'm obviously gonna use it. Well, you guys are probably gonna see the title, because I already have a title in mind for the video. But yeah, our Ryan, he actually hit a really good Shredder. Like he stunned 4 people, it looks like, but man, he just got melted. I don't know. I tried. That actually probably would have splashed him if I was a little faster. So here we're just pushing the payload. We're just gonna push payload a little bit, and yeah. We're just gonna push payload a little bit. The thing is here, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't think I was doing too much as Ana. I feel like I could have definitely done more. This was like, it was kind of my, this was my first game of the day, so I definitely could have warmed up. I should have warmed up more. This Hanzo is just pegging me, dude. Oh god, I threw here. I just peeked my head out a little bit, and boom. And we lose the team fight because of that. Literally all because of me. That's unfortunate. I shouldn't have been standing there. I kind of wish I took the time from now on Kings Row. I want to take the time to actually go around. You guys know like that little balcony area? Once we actually get a little closer. It's like when you make that... here, I'll just wait a little bit. So here we're just going to assemble real quick. Let me just skip a little bit. So it's like that weird catwalk thing on the right over there. I wish I was there because I definitely would have been safe. Now that's besides the point. I should have peeked my head out. That's unfortunate. But I don't think I was doing. I was doing okay as Ana. I wasn't doing the greatest, but yeah, like I said, you know, we all feel a little off at times, or it's all good, or we're all a little off. You know, I wasn't feeling the greatest, but it's all right. It's all right though. Like I said, it made for an intense game. It made for a really intense game. I actually hit a really good anti here with both the Mercy and the Honda, but they did a great job of hiding. I thought we were going to C9. I got really scared. We were all just calling each other, don't C9, don't C9. Hit a pretty nice lead start in the Tracer. I get rocked right away. I'm just sticking to payload, hit another really good anti in this past two. Hit a really nice... Oh shit, oh crap, I killed 2 people with that anti, so I did really well. Unfortunately died to the Hanzo flanking. But we managed to get the kill. Holy crap, I didn't realize that Hanzo actually got 2 picks here. So at this point, we were all like, we're doing great, we're doing great. We were doing it really, we were actually pushing very well considering how we were failing miserably. I tried to switch to Zen here because we had a Baptiste, but my Hanzo was kind of begging me to stay because like this, because we were taking a lot of damage. And he was right. He was. So, you know, it was like, I'll switch back. I definitely could have done more with Ana this game, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep saying that, but it's kind of an excuse. I wasn't warmed up, but I did some good stuff. Like I said, hit a pretty nice little anti on the Sigma, got it, that killed him. So we were able to push up. They don't have a shield tank anymore. Unfortunately, they res him right away. Okay, he hit another. Oh my god, that could have seriously been a way better anti. I wish I took more time to aim that one, but I was like kind of pressured to keep going. Hit a pretty nice sleep dart. Not a nice sleep dart, but hit a decent sleep dart. So we're pushing forward. I actually thought this was actually losable, so I called for no ult. But then our Sigma got a kill, and I'm just like, oh shit, keep going then. I'm like, yo, here's the nano. When the moment he called winnable, I was like, yo, yeah, let's keep going with this. Now, here's what happened. So I decided to get close to the point because I want to help out. I was just like, I want to do some damage. There's a Tracer behind me. I'm healing my teammate. And here's where it gets crazy, dude. So we were all getting scared. We were like, come on, we gotta be able to. We gotta cap this point. 0.2 seconds. I think that is the closest I've ever seen that time. The enemies must have been so mad. We were all cheering for this. We were all just cheering. We were all like, 0.2, baby! 0.2! We get a chance! So this gave us an incredible, like, this was absolutely huge. And, so yeah, let me just skip it again. So here, unfortunately, I think you guys want to, I keep saying unfortunately, yeah, it's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen. And Hanzo. That's Hanzo for you. Granted, I should have been staying there because I was getting focused by 2-3 people, but even still, that's Hanzo for you. So that's okay. I think we literally lose. Yeah, we literally lose this fight right away. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna skip on a little bit. Nothing too much happened, but we ended up losing the fight. So now we're already on the walkway. We're already on this area of Kings Row, which is unfortunate. Like that was literally all me dying. Unfortunate, but that's okay. You know, we rallied. They have 5 minutes, but we were all confident. Like, hey man, we got this. We can do this. You know, we can do this, and we did. So we're just trying to hold this point right here. This is huge. I'm super happy I saved my anti there. Like, their Orisa was doing awesome at the full combo, setting up with her team, setting up with her defense. They're doing great. I wish I waited a little bit longer because my Reinhardt obviously had to walk. But that's all good. Slept that, making sure everything's all good. We're actually starting. What did my anti-nade hit? I don't feel like going back. I might go back to this some other time and look for myself. Was that Hanzo nanoed? I'm not too. No. Diva was nanoed. So it's all good. So right here, we were like, fall back. We can definitely still contest more. And I'm like, God damn it, Hanzo. These dude just keeps hitting me. I was getting really annoyed. I would have been, there he goes again, just hitting me, dude. And the thing is right now, I think I'm the only healer, so I have to waste this on myself in order to save myself. This is when enemies are pushing us. They hit a double anti-nade, unfortunately, while my Rhyme was sleeping. So we had to push back. We don't have a Diva, we don't have a Zarya to cleanse the anti-effect, which is unfortunate. Now we're starting to push up a little, fortunately, my team is just, even with the heroes we have, we're still taking tons of damage. We're still taking so much. I was calling to my team like, hey, we can stall this, I'm about to get nano. And unfortunately, they capped the point. I was a little disappointed in this, but I was like, it's okay, just everyone back up. We need to back up. Ana hits a pretty good anti-nade. We managed to survive though. But we realized like, holy shit, we need to stop the enemy's momentum right now. They got too much of it. So I hit another anti. So my Reinhardt gets a pick. I anti the Orisa, force her back, and Reinhardt does get end up finishing off the Orisa for me. So we're all good on that front. We finally managed to stabilize things. Holy crap, dude! Like the enemies were just doing so much damage, and we just could not do anything about it. We just couldn't. I feel like I could have definitely done more if I was more warmed up. I definitely could have gotten bigger anti-nades and better decision making as Ana, but that's okay. Here I was actually trying to call to for my soldier so we can nano visor. I don't know how. Oh, this is where things go wrong. He took so much damage from the Hanzo. I was trying to save him, and then my Reinhardt ends up dying. And then this is just bad. This is really bad. They literally just steamrolled through us right then and there. We were all just like, holy shit, that did not just happen to us. But you know, like I said, but this is like what's so good about like our mental this game was really good. We had a really good mental because even though things looked bad, we were still communicating with each other. No one was being toxic, which is great. So that's what definitely kept us together and helped us win this game. Definitely is what helped us. That Diva literally body blocked that shit. I'm so mad. So here things are looking pretty bleak, thank God. Sigma ended up getting a pick, but then our Roadhog ends up dying. They ended up rezzing that, so things are looking very, very scary. We're all just like, and I don't know what took our soldier so long, but I guess he was waiting for them to pop more. But I told him, hey man, you need to pop that shit now. Like you need to do something. And thankfully that pops off. The enemies, we managed to push it back. I managed to drag that sleep dart up in order to get that to happen. I don't know what our Sigma scared me a little bit here, pushing up by himself, but it wasn't too bad. And we're able to hold our ground here. We're able to hold our ground. So Hanzo gets 2 picks, which is really bad. We already have to be... Like, I thought we were about to get a breather here, but we can't. Tanks are separated, and I'm just like, oh no. Crap, we're dying. And I'm like, no, I had nano. And I'm like, crap, they're already back. I have to run, right? I had to nano somebody. I think I ended up nanoing Baptiste or something. And I'm just like, crap, we need to do something. Thankfully, we're doing a lot of damage. Tanks are doing. Our Baptiste is still surviving somehow. Thank God. I think they're definitely. Let me actually go back a little bit. I don't want to brag or nothing, but I'm pretty sure that nano really was the thing that just kept them alive enough to the point where he can't contest. Well, he just wasn't taking damage. They just weren't shooting at him, but yeah. But now they start focusing, but it's all good. We managed to survive. He didn't force it. He didn't use Immortality Field too early. And we managed to hold that. We were all like ecstatic. I jump in, throw some healing. We were all like, do we need, like, we were really communicating here. We were like, do we ult or not? Do we use ult or not? And we were like, no, we're good. So we managed to hold this point, thank God. We managed to thankfully hold this point we managed to thankfully hold this point. The enemies make it a little harder for us, because now they switch to Ashe. What they're doing is they really want to control the high ground, but the problem with our team comp is we don't have anyone to contest the high ground. We only have Hanzo really, but the issue with that is he has to go up against someone who's damage boosted, so he's gonna lose every single time. He's practically gonna lose every single time. So we're basically just yeah. So I decided to say I moved back a little bit. I want to play super safe. I'm like if I die, you know, then the enemies are just gonna quickly collapse on my team, and they're very good. The enemies are very good at that. So we have to wait here. I have to wait here. Sigma activates his ult, and I try to do a little damage. I got super scared here because I thought I was gonna die. I gave our nano to the hog so he could kill everybody. I told my thankfully our soldier still had his heal pad, so it was all good. I didn't realize he actually popped the ult. I was a little premature by him, but that's a-okay. It happens. But so we're doing a really good job. We're really holding this point now. So we're doing a pretty good job. We're holding the point, and we're just like it's just getting scary. It's getting really intense because we know we're doing a great job. Like we could actually win this. So here's me. I'm trying to get a little poke damage in. I'm trying to get a little poke damage to try to, you know, get a little extra ult charge. You know, to potentially try to build another nano. Our unfortunate Baptiste dies. Our Hanzo thankfully doesn't die, but even still, it's still scary. Thankfully, we have spawn advantage. We have spawn advantage. I sleep the bomb right away. And like I said, our team was actually super communicated because I don't remember who. I think it was our Sigma. Sigma immediately calls that he's about to wake up. And now we're just trying to contest this point. I'm trying to heal everybody up. I think my Baptiste just got back. I'm getting targeted now. I'm getting pressured now. And yeah, it's getting really intense. There's a damage boost. There's a damage boosted, nano boosted Ashe now. So it's getting crazy. Like lots of damage is flying there. And he actually managed to do a really good job. But you see that? 0.2 seconds is literally what gave us this chance. 0.2. We were so happy. So at this point in time, me and my team were well, I was actually kind of talking. We were all just, well, our Hanzo kind of brought it up. He was just like before I picked my hero. So he was talking about like, oh my god, we could definitely, this is easily winnable, but the problem is I kiss like their mercy, like the problem is though they just do so much damage. And then it was obviously easy to figure it out why, because they had a damage boost. So I took the bullet because I decided that I'm not doing too much on Ana. Like I was doing okay as Ana. I was hitting some good antis here and they're getting some okay. Like the sleeps were not that great. They weren't too impactful. So I decided that I need to be the one that switches my Baptiste. It'll be easier for Baptiste to keep everybody alive because he's AoE healing with the immortality field. So I decided to make the switch. I had to switch to playing Mercy, believe it or not. Heads up right now, I'm not the greatest Mercy. I don't know any Mercy tech. I can barely do them. But the thing is, I just what's it called? I just stayed back. You know, just kept good proper positioning. I knew who to heal and when. At pretty good times. Oops, don't want to do that. But I basically knew what to do as Mercy. I knew the foundation on how to play Mercy, so I was able to help my Hanzo. So now we have a damage boosted Hanzo, which is great. So now our Hanzo, he feels super. Now he was telling me now he was super confident. Like he now feels like we feel like we can actually take him. I get hit right away. Thankfully, Baptiste is already here to heal me. Here's us. So immediately, I need to heal. I decided I need to heal up a little bit. I don't know what I was doing. So I went back damage boosting our Hanzo. Hanzo was really good though, like I said. And immediately, I can see I can hear that he's getting damage. Gets a pick right away on it. Gets a pick right away on the McCree. Unfortunately, he's gonna get res. I move up a little bit. Hanzo gets another pick. Amazing job from our Hanzo. And here's me calling. I'm giving them damage boost. Like I said, what I'm essentially doing is I revert back to I'm now more of a shot caller role. Hanzo's able to build up his ult extremely fast thanks to my damage boost, and we easily take the first point. Easy. We did it easily. Here we all decided that we needed to push payload. We got too anxious because we didn't want to move away. We didn't want to move away from payload. We didn't want to move away from payload because we don't want to accidentally C9. So we all decided that we need to all stay on payload. We all need to stay on it. So here, obviously, I'm just it's not the most, like, this part of the game is actually, it's not the most insane thing. I'm obviously literally just holding right click for my Hanzo. But like I said, I had to do whatever I could to support my team, and this is the best way to win. I knew that our Hanzo now had a chance at winning. He now had a way better chance at beating their DPS because he was damage boosted. Because our Hanzo was actually, I'm not trying to sound cocky, but he was very good. He was I'm not trying to sound overly confident in my team, but he was very good. I feel like he was definitely better than the enemy Hanzo. But the fact of the matter was that he wasn't damage boosted, so he wasn't being pocketed. So it put him at a massive disadvantage. So with me damage boosting him now, it's suddenly even. This was scary actually, but thankfully Hanzo was popping off. Hanzo popped off right there, so we managed to win that team fight pretty well. It's over. It's OT now. We were all thinking we're actually doing a phenomenal job at pushing this payload. I'm not even lying. Hanzo comes back in here, so he calls. He's gonna come back, pick me up, and here's me back at it again with a damage boost. Yeah. So I'm basically. It's unfortunate that Sombra died, but we were able to keep pushing it. Like I said, Hanzo. Like I said, I'm just gonna keep damage boosting Hanzo. This guy's been doing awesome. Like literally, once he got a damage boost. Once he got a damage boost, he started doing significantly better. I popped Valkyrie here. I didn't actually know how long Valkyrie lasted for. Look at this. Like seriously, I'm just doing this and I'm just like flying around. I'm just like, oh crap, this is hectic. But I'm still alive, and I'm still alive somehow. And I'm just like, still, and I realize I'm still flying. I have to try to heal. There's just too much damage. Yeah, they have ultimate at this point, and we're doing too much damage. So they kill all of us, unfortunately. Hanzo still actually manages to get 2 picks, but the ulting soldiers look too much for him to handle. And yeah, so this ended up happening. And yeah, this ended up happening. We pushed the payload super far though. That 0.2 seconds that we got, that we got in the first attack phase literally made all the difference. And not only that, me switching to Mercy to help our Hanzo, like I said, he was definitely more than good enough to be able to do it. Like I said, I feel like he was definitely way better than their Hanzo, but he was just damage boosted, so unfortunately, he had way more of an advantage in doing so much damage and building up so much ult charge. But now I'm doing this for our Hanzo. Will you guys see Mercy gameplay for me? Obviously not. Like I said, I'm not a good Mercy whatsoever, but I understand the basis on how to play Mercy and decent positioning, damage boost. I don't heal too much. I mostly damage boost. So I'm actually able to contribute quite a lot to help out. I always play Mercy in these extreme scenarios right here. Like, this is the only time you'll ever see me. It's like if my auto is not doing too good and there's like a pocketed DPS on the enemy team and our Hanzo or our DPS need help, that's when I typically switch. To give you guys a little context. So right here, we're obviously just gonna hold here. I'm just gonna, I typically just stay behind this building. I'm, obviously when you play Mercy, it's a lot more relaxed when you play Mercy. So you typically have to beat the shot caller team. That's what I'm typically doing right now. Immediately giving our Hanzo the damage boost. And yeah, like I said, our Baptiste was doing an incredible job at keeping everyone alive. So I knew I didn't need to I didn't need to play healer. I didn't need to play my Ana here. So here I got a little scared, but like thankfully Baptiste, I'm trying to heal everybody, keeping everybody up. I tell our Hanzo here to flank a little bit. I'm like, come on, dude. I was like, come on, dude. Come on, man. Let's get a little flank. Like you know, like, let's get a little flank going on over here. We had to play the corner a little bit to make sure our tanks could stay alive. Hanzo goes in. I don't know, dude. He was way too deep. He was in way too deep. I didn't even realize he didn't even get a pick. Unfortunately, he went in a little too far. That's okay. Baptiste manages to get a very good pick. Unfortunately, they get a res. I'm trying to keep the rest of my. I'm trying to help the rest of my team now. I'm now more focused on healing. I'm now actually going back to because we're all getting critical. Yeah, right here we actually called no ultimates. Obviously, this was a losable fight. I didn't want to do anything, so we decided to run off. Team was calling here. We need to die. Get fast respawn. We couldn't waste time. Our Hanzo for some reason kept going in. That's okay. He was definitely just killing the clock, which is good. That's great. He was killing the clock. So we realized that we have. Well, actually, wait, I didn't realize. So we have three good ult. Both teams have ults coming up. This next fight was obviously the game-winning fight. Whoever won this fight pretty much won the entire game. That was coming up. We didn't want to engage. I waited for my Hanzo because our Hanzo was the main damage dealer of the team because he does a shit ton of damage. He does a shit ton of damage with damage boosted, so we were waiting for him. I'm just gonna keep him pocketed, and this is where we were starting to engage. It was like 3, 2, 1. It was like 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Damage boosting. I decided to act. Our Hanzo managed to kick, but there's 2. I managed to get the res off. I popped my Valkyrie, and I'm trying to heal everybody. Unfortunately, both our tanks die, and I'm just like, keep going. But then I damage boost my Baptiste, and he's going in. I switch back to healing. Our Hanzo starts popping off, and eventually it's only the Orisa. Unfortunately, Orisa C9s, but we already won the fight anyways. I hope you guys enjoyed that gameplay too. There's probably going to be a Pokemon video coming out tomorrow or Sunday. I'm not too sure yet. And yeah. I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope you guys have a good weekend. Stick around to see if I post another video on the weekend about Pokemon.